Hi guys, I want to come in and share a few things. One is about my eagle and how fun that is. I'm going to paint with you today though, and I wanted to share with you that what's really awesome about the eagle is that it has an EDU pack for painting parties. So it makes it really nice for you. And these are like $16, but if you are a member of the One Stroke Advantage, you get 20% off. But what's wonderful about these, I'm just sharing with you, is that you're going to get the EDU packet, which you cannot go to a printer and print this packet for how much we charge you to make this packet, just to let you know. So this is great for your grandkids, your kids, to remind them of America and what's so important about it. It's also awesome for you to do those painting parties. Now, this is a 2-hour painting party, an hour and a half to 2 hours. I just taught it myself a couple of times, and it's really fun. And so you can add a little bit more money to have this class. It's 11 by 14. And I'm telling you, I made sure that everything was easy, that you didn't have to do anything difficult. Okay. So I'm going to turn, let's see, my phone's on by accident. Okay, so let me show you what you get in here. All right, you're going to get step outs. I mean, now I just want you to see, I do have a written instruction, and written instructions are not my thing. I don't want to sit there and read it, but if you're looking at a step, you can go right here and see what colors and all, okay? So I made it really easy, even if you're not a seasoned painter. What's so fun about this is y'all can do it together. So you're going to pounce all the blue color in after you trace the pattern. Then you're going to put gray and white stripes with gray and white in the eagle. The next step is you're going to put red, and you're going to pounce that also with the scruffy and fill in the red in here. But look what happens next is you're going to add some yellow, add a little licorice. Then you take your liner and just do really relaxed stars. All right. And then put some yellow ochre shading or brown shading around here. And then we did the daisies. So look what you get. You're going to get 6 copies. Now, these are 6 cardstock, heavier copies. All right. So you're going to get those 6. All right. So you can have 6 students or 12, because 12 can share. You're going to get this paint list and everything you need right there, so you don't have to think about it. And I just pulled out the pattern. Where did I put it? All right, I didn't have the pattern earlier, so I just want you to see there's 6 of these. Look, they're full size, and I give you some extras that you can put in on the stripes if you want to, or you could just put 25 years, you put 250th. You can write the military in your family. We've done that before when we have a flag. So it's just a really fun opportunity for you to celebrate with us what's going on. I also have my USA t-shirt. I turned this in to a t-shirt, sweatshirt, and a tote. And I'm taking those orders right now so I can put in my first order. And so help me out to get some of those orders in now, if you would. Now, what happens with that is it's going to be for the t-shirt itself is 28. Anybody who's coming to the convention or Tennessee, I can bring them to you guys. But you have to write that on there that's what you want. And then sweatshirts are $10 extra, so they're 38, and the tote is 18. I want to show you, but I've got, so look at the eagle. What I did was put it on a white t-shirt, and I am going to paint something fun for you right now. I am having a problem with this. Anyway, look right here. See, there's the t-shirt. And what people loved about it is I put faith, freedom, family, and country. And so they did their husbands and their wives, the wife and the husband. And the people in cold weather wanted sweatshirts. So those are an extra $10. So it's 28 for t-shirts up to 2X. If you want bigger than 2X, just email me. And then if the sweatshirt's 38 and the tote's 18. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. Just email me right here, email me, or you could put a post on one of my email on one of my posts on our site, okay, on our YouTube, on our Facebook. All right, Donna Dewberry 1 at Hotmail is what most people are doing. And then that gives me your email, okay? So how are you guys doing? It's good to see a few of you on here. And I know it's in the middle of the day, but what I wanted to do is come here and do a pot. I'm saving some of my um, patriotic stuff for next month. I was going to do another one, a couple this week, but I think I could do one this week. All right, so I've got a clay pot, and I'm going to do some geraniums, and not hydrangeas, geraniums. And I usually do red, but I wanted to do some fun pink ones. Okay, so there we go. Now, what I love is having you guys, especially those who've never painted before and ever dreamed of painting, knowing that we're using Folk Art Multi-Surface paint. And so it's got a sealer in it, and we also use floating medium. And what happens with this is that you can put this indoor, outdoor, especially since we have the sealer. I wet this brush and I pick up medium, and I'm going to do some burnt sienna, which is a matte color. All right, so we're going to come right across here. You see how I just kind of made the pencil clay pot there, and you can do it rustic a little bit. All right, so we're going to come right down here, and you can make this pot coffee latte in white too if you want a lighter color. Okay, so look what happens here. The floating medium helps me fill it in. And tonight I teach a class on One Stroke Advantage that is a still life. So it's a place in my house that we took a picture, and we are going to paint it tonight with a different look. Really loose, kind of like I did this loose eagle with the stripes where it's not perfect, but you can enjoy it. Okay, so look, see how I put shading in there? So this is burnt sienna, this is burnt umber. Burnt sienna is the only one that's not multi-surface. So I picked up some floating medium and just did some shadows down here. I have to ground it, right? And these, I can tell you, you can put them in a great looking frame, open back frame, and have a really nice project to sell or to give to a friend or to hang in your house. Okay, now this is a 16 flat that I'm working with, and I want you to see that I can come in here with a little bit of rusty color in here, or even some burnt umber to give you depth, okay? And that you're going to learn some of that tonight too, everybody who can show up. All right, so now I'm going to come in here, and this is classic green. So what do you guys think? So far, that looks pretty simple, right? I just needed to come on and get you inspired to paint one stroke with me and to realize that you are one stroke away from becoming an artist. Every time you paint something, you're going to get better and better and have more and more confidence. You believe me? It's true. Okay, so I just tap, 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 mostly slip, slapping, slip, slap, slip, slap, slip, slap. All right, and I can add a little bit of light to it. So look what we've done now. We've got 3 colors of green. All right, so 3 colors of green. Look, see, it already gives you depth just by what we're doing there, right? Now they have really great leaves. So I can kind of come in here and do a half circle leaf. And I'll show you something fun with that leaf. Okay, so that's just going to give you one. And I'm going to put another one here. And that's only the only real leaves that you see. Okay. And I'm going to let that dry while we're doing. You like this? Thank you guys. I appreciate you coming on. North Carolina. You need to do mine. Yes, you need to paint that eagle. All right, so I'm going to go to a 12 now. Now I'm going to come in here. I can do this afterwards, but I'm going to go ahead and come. There's a big one. Now I'm going to do a stem for the geranium. And it's rustic. Do you see that? I'm not trying to do it perfect. All right, now I'm going to come in here with white and magenta. And I'm going to do these little ones first. So let's keep the white up. Now you can come in here. All right. And you can do just a couple petals, just a couple. Okay. Let's do this. Another one here. All right. There you go. Let's put some darker in there. All right, you liking it? Hello, Althena. All right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to just put this little flower here and just a little one and another one in here. So I want to do a little bit darker in here, right in here, because it's in the back kind of. Is this kind of fun? Put some orange in here. Little teeny bit of orange in there. Little teeny bit of orange there. See how pretty that makes that? A little bit of white. Okay. And this last one here. So I am going to be on more today and tomorrow because it's the end of the month. And so be watching for me to inspire you, I hope. Okay. And I'm going to put some pink in here. Now you can decide to put a lot more realistic looking petals in here, but I was just going for a look. And you can do the red, and that will be really fun too. I just want to take and clean this off and show you that we can come right along here. This is the geranium leaf. It's usually got red in here, but we have some pink sometime. Isn't that fun? You just start right here and you wiggle around in a circle halfway and a circle halfway. And I use the 12 flat for all that. Okay. And just made it a little bit deeper in here for that larger one. Okay. So show me some love. Show me that you liked it and what it's going to look like in your house with your painting on it. Okay. So that's it for now. Go get your shirt if you want it. And don't forget convention shirts. They're pink and beautiful. And so you can order those whether you're going to convention or not because they're really pretty to wear. And we're stronger together. Love you guys.